All right, so I'm the guy who always wants to know, what does this stuff actually feel like for a person?
And I'm here to break down the science of what's really going on inside your body. Welcome. Today, we're jumping into a thought experiment that is, well, it's pretty fascinating and honestly, a little terrifying.
Okay, let's just get right to it. I want you to forget all the hype you see online, forget the influencers pushing the carnivore diet. Let's ask the real question. What would actually happen to your body if you cut out everything else? No vegetables, no fruit, no grains, just meat for a whole year.
Okay, so right off the bat, you have to understand this isn't just a diet change. It's a massive shock to your system. You're basically making a huge biological gamble. It's really an all or nothing bet on how your body will react.
Whoa, wait, panic mode? That sounds horrible. I mean, constant diarrhea, nonstop headaches. Who would push through that? It literally sounds like your body is screaming at you to stop.
And it is. Your gut is full of bacteria that are built to handle fiber from plants. Suddenly you starve them. It's just total chaos down there. But then something kind of fascinating happens. Around week 3, your body just adapts. It switches fuel sources. It enters this state called ketosis, where it starts burning fat for energy instead of carbs. And that's where that feeling of stable energy kicks in. The storm's over, for now.
So after that initial nightmare, the sun comes out. This is the part that gets everyone hooked, right? This is the honeymoon phase, where it feels like you've discovered some kind of magic bullet.
Exactly right. The short-term benefits feel, well, they can feel absolutely miraculous.
And we're not talking about waiting a year for results. This happens fast. We're only at month 2, and the changes are already just dramatic. We're talking 18 pounds. Now, to be fair, a good chunk of that at the start is water weight because your body's using up all its stored sugars. But still, it's a lot of fat loss, too. From the outside, it looks like a huge win. A huge win. That's an understatement. You'd feel like you cracked the code, like you found the secret nobody else knows. And it's not just about the number on the scale, right? Your face isn't puffy anymore, your skin is clearing up completely, and that constant annoying bloating you've had for years, it's just gone. I mean, people pay a fortune for creams and supplements to get these results, and here it is, just happening. It sounds like an absolute dream. And that's the real hook. It's psychological. This feeling of being light, of being so clean and efficient, it's incredibly seductive.
Yeah, it's a complete change in how you even exist in your own skin.
It really is. But, and this is so important, this amazing feeling on the outside is starting to hide a disaster that's brewing on the inside. The bill for this so-called miracle, it's about to come due. All right, and here it is, the turn. You are on top of the world, feeling better than you have in years, you look amazing, but beneath the surface, something is starting to go really, really wrong. The honeymoon is definitely over. Wait, what? Bleeding gums? That seems so random. You've got clear skin, you've got all this energy, you've lost weight, and now your gums are bleeding every time you brush? I don't get it. How are those things even connected? Oh, it's not random at all. It's perfectly connected. This is a classic textbook sign of scurvy. Yeah, like the old pirate disease. It's from a severe lack of vitamin C. Your body needs vitamin C to make collagen, which is basically the glue that holds you together. Without it, your tissues start to break down. And one of the first places you see that? Your gums. And where do we get almost all of our vitamin C? From plants, the very things you haven't eaten in 4 months. So, the bleeding gums, that's not just some weird side effect. It's the first real warning light on the dashboard. It's proof your body is literally starting to fall apart from the inside.
Exactly. The outside might still look great, but the internal scaffolding, it's starting to crumble.
Okay, now we are deep into this thing. 8 months. I mean, that is a serious commitment. And the problems, they're not subtle little warnings anymore. They are hitting the accelerator. Oh man, clumps of hair falling out in the shower, and your nails are so brittle they're just cracking off. This is terrifying. This is the kind of stuff you see when someone is seriously, seriously ill.
Well, that's because it is a serious illness. This is what profound malnutrition looks like. Sure, your hair and nails are mostly protein, and you're eating tons of that. But to actually build them, your body needs all these other little helpers. Vitamins, minerals, micronutrients that are basically nowhere to be found when all you eat is meat.
And this is where it gets really crazy. That phrase, cannibalizing itself, sounds super dramatic, but it's biologically what's happening. Your body goes into survival mode. To keep your heart and brain running, it starts to scavenge. It starts breaking down things it considers non-essential, like your hair and your nails, just to desperately reclaim any tiny little nutrient it can find. It's literally sacrificing parts of you to prevent a total system collapse.
Wow. So on the outside, you look lean and great, but on the inside, you're just wasting away?
And that brings us to the end, the 1-year mark, the finish line. The experiment is over. So what's the final price tag for that shredded body?
Whoa, 95%. Gone? Just gone? What does that even mean for your body? How is it even possible for 95% of something inside you to just die off?
It means it's an internal apocalypse. Imagine a vibrant rainforest. Now imagine you bulldoze 95% of it. That's what you've done to your gut. All those diverse little organisms that lived on plant fiber, you've starved them to death. You've wiped out an entire ecosystem. And that doesn't just mess up your digestion. It devastates your immune system. It can impact your mental health. And this is the kicker, it destroys your ability to eat normal food ever again.
And this is the ultimate trap. You think, okay, I'm done, experiment's over, I'm gonna go eat a nice big salad. But you can't. Your body literally doesn't have the tools anymore. The specific bacteria needed to break down that lettuce, that tomato, they're gone. So if you try to eat a vegetable, you're right back to week 1. Pain, bloating, chaos. Your body completely rejects it. Oh my God, so you went through all of this to feel light and free, and what you actually did was build yourself a prison. A permanent prison where you can only eat meat. You can't ever go back.
That's the devastating, tragic irony of it all. The very adaptation your body made to survive on this extreme diet is now the thing that prevents you from ever stopping it. You literally built your own biological cage.
So when you add it all up, this is what you're left with. On the outside, you look like a magazine cover, shredded, lean, the picture of health. But on the inside, you're trapped. Your body is broken down. You're actually profoundly unwell.
It's the perfect illusion, a beautiful exterior hiding a completely shattered interior.
And that really leaves us with just one final, very sobering question. When you chase that image of a perfect body, when you push things to this kind of extreme, is it worth it? Is it worth locking yourself in a permanent cage just to look a certain way? It's such a powerful lesson, right? Your body isn't some machine you can just hack. It's a delicate ecosystem. And it needs balance, not extremes. Because sometimes the real price you pay for taking a shortcut is everything.